What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today is October 16th and today actually marks my 5-year anniversary of this channel. So I decided in order to honor that, I would go ahead and make a top 10 finds in my channel's history. Now these are going to be my personal favorite finds. So if you guys have seen anything on my channel that you think should have been in this video, drop a comment down below and let me know. But these are going to be my top 10 personal finds in my channel's history. Out of the 10 things, I still own 7 of them. 3 of them I do not own anymore. And I have reasons why I don't own those 3, which I will tell you when I get to them. But if you guys do enjoy this video, hit that like button, it lets me know, drop a comment, subscribe. So let's go ahead and jump into my top 10 finds. So coming in at number 10 is actually one of the items I don't own anymore. And it is the Tommy Hilfiger denim jacket that I found for $40. I found this all the way back in flea market grab number 43. Really cool jacket that I ended up selling for about $300. I was thinking about keeping that jacket, but I don't really wear denim jackets like ever. So I figured it would have been a waste just to hold on to it and just let it sit in my closet. So I ended up letting it go because I feel like that jacket deserves to go to somebody who's actually gonna wear it. So that's number 10 on the list. Now number 9 is a jersey that I got back in Trip to the Thrift number 80. And it's this Jericho Y2J hockey jersey. Ended up grabbing this for only $1.49. As you can see, it still has the tag on it. I have yet to wear it, but this is something I'm never gonna let go of. They put 4X on it. Maybe that's why they put it so cheap, but it's actually a 48 large. I guess they saw 4X. You got that Jericho Y2J on the back, and there's no cracking in this jersey at all. The last time I checked, this jersey was going for maybe like around $100. I don't know if it still is or not. I am not looking to get rid of this jersey anytime soon, because just like a lot of wrestling fans, the Attitude Era is when I started watching, and that's my favorite era, and Chris Jericho is an all-time great. And he's doing his thing in All Elite Wrestling, which I'm enjoying so far. And then at number 8 is another item that I don't own anymore. That is the pair of Nike Air alarms that I found. This was an OG pair from 1995 or 96, I don't remember. Found these back in Trip to the Thrift number 74. They were a size 9.5. They fit me a little too snug, which is why I ended up getting rid of them. I just didn't want to keep them if I couldn't wear them. It would have been frustrating to keep them around and then not be able to wear them. So I forget how much I sold those for, but I want to say around 200, if I'm remembering correctly. But definitely like to find another OG pair of those in my size eventually. I really like the green and black OG pair as well. And those I ended up finding for $20. Now let's move on to number 7. So this one was originally going to be my complete in-box Virtual Boy that I found for $90 at the flea market. Either I found this before I started this channel, or I just didn't record when I found it, or I just can't find it in my videos. But I just can't find the video footage of me finding this. I don't know if it's on my channel, or maybe I found it before I started the channel. I don't really remember. I just know that I paid 90 bucks for this, so this was gonna be number 7. But since I can't find the video footage, I guess technically it's not on my channel. So instead, I'm gonna go with the Sega Genesis Model 2 that I found complete in box. Picked this up for 30 bucks at the flea market. Now the reason why this is my second favorite box console in my collection is 1, I do not have an NES, a Super Nintendo, or a 64 in the box. And 2, I grew up with the Sega Genesis, the Model 3, the little small one. I used to play Sonic 2, Ristar, Golden Axe, all those games. I vividly remember playing those when I was little. Sonic 2 is still my favorite Sonic game to this day. But that is why I went with the Sega Genesis Model 2 complete in box as number 7 on my favorite finds of my channel's history. Now this next one I do not own. This is the last one on the list that I don't own. We gotta go all the way back to Trip to the Thrift number 6 for this one. And this is when I was still combining my thrift and my flea market footage instead of separating them. But even though it's Trip to the Thrift number 6, I actually found this pair of shoes at the flea market for $20. And that is the pair of the black Laser 4s that I found. This is the first shoe on my channel that really caused controversy, I guess. Everybody was saying that I faked it, I planned it. I guess I took the shoes to the flea market, and I don't know. I still get that nowadays, but not as bad as I did with this shoe. And 2 more shoes that are actually on this list, which I will get to when we get there. But yeah, they were a size 12, so I didn't keep them. I kept them for a couple months because I thought it was like a cool display piece. Then I figured since I couldn't wear them, I might as well get rid of them. They did need some work. The air bubbles were fogged up, so I let them go for only 200 bucks, which is like a steal on those. I would love to get a pair of those in my size one day. Either those or the white and red lasers. But yeah, that's number 6 on my list. Now let's move on to number 5. Now this might seem like an odd choice to some of you guys considering what has been on the list already. My number 5 favorite find of my channel's history goes to Persona 3 on the PS2. I had to put this on the list because I actually thrifted this game for 5 bucks. I had never heard of the Persona series before. I had never played one of the games. I didn't even know what it was. But I seen it in the glass at a thrift store that's not even around anymore. and I was like, you know what, that game looks like it actually has value to it. So I picked it up for $5. And I actually didn't look up the value until I got home, but it was only worth like $10. So that's why I decided just to keep it and throw it in my personal collection. And then I remember one day I was trying to find a random game to play. I was bored, and for some reason I decided to grab this one off the shelf and play it. And honestly, I fell in love with this game. As you guys know, I'm like a huge Persona fan now. My favorite video game franchise by far. It all started with this one that I got to thrift for $5. Now this is another one that I couldn't find the footage for, but I know it's on my channel somewhere. I just couldn't find it. But I for sure wanted to put this in here because, as you guys can see, it turned into this. So honestly, if I had never found this game at the thrift store, I probably would have never played the Persona series. I would have been missing out on a lot. So this is number 5 on my list. Now number 4 on the list is actually a pair of Jordan 4s. If you watch my channel, then you probably know what they are already. And that is the pair of Travis Scott 4s that I found for $50 at the flea market. So just like the Laser 4s, this one brought controversy with it. Everybody was saying I was lying. They were saying they were fake. I got so many comments on these, just people being negative for no reason. But like I said, I went through the same thing with the Laser 4, so I was like, you know, I was pretty much expecting it. So the story behind these, the vendor at the flea market was still pulling out his shoes to put on his table. He saw me walk up and he told me he had a pair of Jordans if I was interested, and I was like, cool, I'll look at them. He usually has like Team Jordans, so I wasn't really expecting much. Then when he pulled these out the bag, I was like, there's no way these are legit. They have to be fake. I was there for like a good 30-40 minutes just looking on my phone trying to legit check them. I text pictures, I send pictures to a bunch of people who could legit check them for me. And everybody I sent pictures to, everybody I asked, they all came back positive. Everybody was saying they were legit. And the funny thing is, as I was looking at these, some other dude came up and he grabbed the other one and he was looking at it. And he was basically trying to get me to put this down so he could buy them. And then he was telling me that he's pretty sure they're fake, and that if I wasn't gonna buy them, then he would buy them just to take the $50 gamble or something like that. I forget how he worded it. Basically, he was trying to get me to put them down because he knew they were legit and he was trying to get them. And even as I still had these in my hand, he asked the vendor how much he wanted for them. But then the vendor told him that they're mine if I wanted them first. So yeah, he was trying to get me to think they were fake, but really all he was doing was making me think they were legit the way he was acting. So yeah, that's number 4 on the list. And I do wear these time to time, and it's crazy how the value has been going up on these. Moving on to number 3, we have another video game find of mine. Now this one was a childhood favorite of mine, so when I found this complete in box, I was super happy. I got it for only $20, and that is this copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day on the Nintendo 64. This is probably like my 3rd favorite game of all time, behind Persona 4 and Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. So to find this game complete in box, the box is in great shape. It was crazy, and then he only wanted $20 for it, which was even better. As you can see, it has the manual. The game is actually still in the plastic. You can see in there. And the reason why he gave it to me for so cheap, because at the time he had a bunch of other box 64 games as well, and he was asking me how much they were worth, and I honestly told him like what they were worth. I told him this was like probably like a $140 game with the box. He also had like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I told him how much those were worth. So he was like, you know what, since you're being honest with me, go ahead and take this game for 20 bucks. I was actually willing to give him like $100 for it, just because of how I feel about this game growing up with it. The fact that he gave it to me for 20 bucks for being honest with them was great. So this one I had in my collection already, but finding the box and the manual and everything for this game is like impossible. So that's why this game is number 3 on my list. Now number 2 is actually something that's completely different from anything that's been on my list so far, but the reason why it's so high up on my list is because 1, it's made my videos way better, and 2, for the price that I got it for. I'm talking about my MacBook that I got from the thrift store for only $9.99. So I have this Android 17 and 18 sticker over it, but the Apple logo is cracked, which is why I think they thought it was broken, and it needed to be charged. It was completely dead, it wouldn't turn on. So they had it marked as $9.99 as is. I was like, you know what, this computer, even broken, they were selling for like 300 bucks. I was like, it's a win-win either way. So I grabbed it for $9.99. I went home, ordered the charger on eBay as soon as I got home. Then when the charger got here, I charged it up and it worked perfectly fine, as you can see. And this is actually what I use still to edit my YouTube videos. So that $9.99 investment really went far, and that's why it's number 2 on my list. And then number 1 on my list should be no shocker if you guys have been watching my videos. They're always right behind me, and that is, of course, the Josh Howard Jordan 8 PEs. So just like both pairs of 4s, like I was saying, This one I got a lot of hate for as well. People were saying they were fake. People were saying I staged it. Just all kinds of negative stuff. But like I said, with both pairs of 4s, I was already used to it. I already knew when I found these that I was gonna get all those comments like that again. But like I said, I was already expecting it, so it didn't bother me too much. But without a doubt, this is my best find on my channel, because this shoe goes for like between $2,000 to $3,000, which is crazy to think about. I don't know why anybody would pay that much for a pair of shoes, even if they are PEs like this. But as you can see, the tag, it does have the sample tag. And in it, I only paid $20 for these, which is crazy. The lady actually told me they were her son's, so hopefully she didn't get in too much trouble for selling them. But there was no way I was gonna pass these up for only $20. And the cool thing about these is I actually posted them on my Instagram, and Josh Howard actually ended up liking the picture. I thought that was pretty cool, me being a Dallas Mavericks fan, which is why I still have these even though they are not my size. And honestly, I'll probably never get rid of these unless like I'm really desperate for the money, but I don't see it happening anytime soon, to be honest. So that is my #1 favorite find of my channel's history over the past 5 years. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to do this to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of this channel. I've been on YouTube since like 2008. The end of 2008. This channel I've actually had the most fun with. My first channel I started in 2008 was a sneaker review channel. That one went nowhere. And then towards the end of my sneaker review channel, I started making like thrift pickup videos of video games and like clothes and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'll start a video game channel. So then that channel, I was thrifting video games and showing like my sneaker collection too. And then finally I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just make a thrifting channel and combine the video games with the shoes and make it one channel. So I did that, and that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years on this channel. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the content so far, and let's hope that we keep finding good stuff. So let me know down in the comments which one of these finds was your guys' favorite, or like I said in the beginning, if there was something I picked up that you didn't see in the video, let me know if you think it should have been on the list. And if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment, and I will see you guys soon with another video. So later.